Hey, dude, we came here to do a video with double tap, and things just kind of messed up on their end. Equipment kind of, well, it sucks sometimes, but so we can just do some stuff for ourselves. It's all cool.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right.
So let me ask you this. Who are you? Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience, lovely audience here?
Well, I am Stephen, alias Blind Yoda. Scotty gave me that name. And now I've got a few hundred people calling me that on the internet.
Hi, I'm Scott. You already know who I am, but yeah. So
So Scotty is my rep as far as the light sword. And the light sword is a blind mobility cane that lights up. Now there's a lot of neat little toys with it. So Scotty's had every single one. He's broken most of them. So he's also a beta tester for me. He figures out how to break them so I can fix them.
I haven't broken your new one
I'll give it
yet.
time. Scotty, tell him about the light sword that we made, especially to name after your brother that you broke.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this is oh jeez, I'm already breaking another one. Jeez.
Good job.
So this one's the Strider. Essentially, this was named after my brother. We used to call him Josh Strider, on Facebook. I think it has something to do with the Lord of the Rings, but essentially, this thing is like the ultra lightsaber, if you would say, ultra light sword. It has colors, sound effects. You tap it on the ground. Oh, jeez. Okay, I can't. Okay, I'm not even gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. You adjust the volume. Oh, it doesn't like me. Okay. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. So now it's on the maximum again. There we go. You can also check the battery status and you can reset to default settings if you want as well. I don't know if you want me to show those too.
Check it out.
Okay, let me shut this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that resets it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, well, I did 5. Okay. I don't think it was 5, but it's okay.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
So,
Scott,
yeah.
tell us why you want to name it for your brother.
So I talked to Steven about naming it after my brother, essentially because he's a huge Star Wars fan. When he was here, he used to collect the little action figures, the little in-box action figures with the cards and the weapons that come with that. And then he also loved to collect the little pens that you could find in cereal boxes. I know he had a R2D2 pen. I remember he had some other pens. And the funniest thing that, that I think back to this day is how I go home from my dad's and I'm like, hey, look, I got a Yoda keychain, and you press his stomach and his shoes would light up. And first look that my brother saw that, he's like, I'm taking that. That's mine now. And I never saw it since, until after, he passed. So now we have that sitting with his urn and everything. So that's that's really cool.
How old were you, Scott, when your
Um,
brother died?
yeah, I was 11 at the time, and I didn't really know how to process it, I guess, because I never experienced anything like that, and it was, crazy with everything going on with him and everything, going to Boston. But I always loved seeing him, he always, made me happy and helped me with things, such as making a Facebook account. Uh,
I thought you told me a story about your brother playing kickball or something and them running around the bases.
oh yeah,
Can you tell
so
that story? That'd be a really cool
yeah,
story
yeah,
to
so
share.
so essentially, my brother for part of his life he had to be on oxygen, and it limited him to do a lot of things. One of the things being playing sports. And in gym class, he used to the gym teacher was awesome. So they would play kickball, and the gym teacher would have two spotters stand in front of the door windows, and they would have my brother kick the ball, and he'd take his oxygen off, run to the first base, and someone would be running with his oxygen either like next to him while he has it on, or give it to him once he gets to the base. And it was just a really cool, fun experience, I guess, for him. That's something that I think, any sort of disability or any sort of limitation kind of sees, right? There's people that will actually accept that and find accommodations. You know what I mean?
I thought it was really cool about your brother. I never got
Yeah.
a chance to meet him.
Yeah.
But the whole idea that it didn't seem to limit him
Hmm.
with all his limitations. He died like at 18 years old.
Yeah.
But it seems like he might have inspired you
Yeah.
to do more than people told you you could do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know when we were growing up, he was a huge like, you know, I guess you would say like nerd in a way. He loved anime. He loved Nintendo, and that's something that I grew up on. I grew up on Nintendo too, and he did have a channel, but with like with one video. But now looking back, me being older now, it's like okay, like wow, I have a lot more in common with him than I initially thought. And yeah. I think he definitely, inspired me in a way. If I don't want to do it for myself, at least, do it for him because I know that's something that he would have loved to do. He would have loved to do gaming videos and stuff like that. With Fortnite coming out and stuff like that. He'd make some funny clips and I don't know, include some blind videos. Like I know me and my friends were talking about like blind unboxings. They take me around the store and they pick random things and they just like we're gonna put this in your hand. Like if you guess it right, you get to keep it. You know.
Of course, you still have to pay for it though, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be
Well, that
paying
kind
for
of
it, but you
sucks.
know what I mean, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I get to meet your brother
Yeah,
through you, and if a few little things your mother has said,
yeah,
and Scotty got a light sword, and the Strider. He asked me if we could do something for his brother to honor his brother's memory,
yeah,
because his brother was really into Star Wars. He loved Yoda.
yeah.
I think that's where the blind Yoda
Yeah,
came
I was
from.
gonna say that's why I started going to that because I'm
Yeah.
like, it'd be so funny.
So we did the white Strider, and Scotty, we made one that was black and white, kind of like this helmet here. The helmet is a um, Stormtrooper helmet,
Darth
and
Vader.
the Darth Vader Stormtrooper helmet. Well, yeah, what Stormtroopers were for Darth Vader. But anyways, so Scotty gave me that, and that was his brother's.
Yeah,
So that means a lot to me, and I use that now for props for my videos and things, or for the Light Sword YouTube channel.
yeah.
So yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like when I first heard about you, I was like, oh, I'm like, that would be really sick if I'm walking around with a light up cane. I'm like, how much my brother would get me that? It'd be awesome. And then, walking around with a, I don't need sight. I use the force from Sam's, Sam's YouTube channel. So mixture of that and the light up cane, I think is pretty sick.
Well, that's The Blind Life with Sam Seavey. How to live your best blind life.
Exactly.
Anyways, we just thought we'd put that plug in there for you, Sam.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's the whole light sword thing started off because I went to the school for the blind, which
Yeah.
I sent Scotty to.
He sent me
And
to go promote the canes over there.
yes, we sent to the Carroll School for the Blind. We'll give you a plug too.
Yeah.
But no, it was really cool because when I was at the school for the blind, um, this guy was taking a right-hand turn in front of me, and I had a blindfold on because at the school for the blind back in the day, if you had some sight like me, they blindfolded you, so you only use your other sensors, which is a great idea.
Hmm.
Maybe even blindfolded Scotty, he can't see at all.
Yeah,
But
they blindfolded me even though I can't see. Well, that was okay, I guess.
it was just to be fair to everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. Be fair to everyone. We're making you wear a blindfold.
But so anyway, I was walking across the street, and a man took a right-hand turn in front of me. It was dusk time, and um, he ran over my cane, ran out of my hand, and almost broke my hand. My cane, my first blind cane, it was bent. And my instructor came from behind me. He picked up the stick and he whacked the back of his car, which was really cool because I found it was a town car, which was a real expense in Lincoln. So the guy get out of the car and he was a little upset. And I don't know if he's upset because he almost hit me or because the instructor whacked his car. But
Probably
so
both.
he said, "I didn't see you. My headlights didn't light up your reflective tape," because the guy must have obviously been around the Carroll Center because he knew about the reflective white tape on the blind mobility canes.
Hmm.
And I said, "If I had a light sword, I'd cut your car in half, and you would have seen that, wouldn't you?" And he started laughing. I started laughing. The gentleman had only been in that country for a short time. He was a nice guy. It was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean mistakes happen.
Yeah. So I walked around for the next month with my cane going thinking, I want a light up cane. Stars Wars just had come out like a couple of years before. I was at opening day,
Yeah.
and so I was really into the whole thing, you know.
Well, definitely.
Mm. And yeah, fast forward like 35 years, and I checked to see if somebody had one. Guess what?
No one, no one had it. No.
Nothing. No light up canes. So I bought a toy, and I bought a toy lightsaber. Real expensive one. I think I paid $40. And then I broke the toy on purpose, and I pulled the blade out of it, and I started buying all kinds of see-through blades, and it was like acrylic, and it was something a, like a glass, like a fiberglass tube. And so we finally got to one, and I wrapped the end of it in a rubber tape, and I shoved it inside the hilt, and I put two screws in the side, and I had to figure out how to put a tip on it because you have to have a tip on the thing, otherwise you're just dragging plastic around.
I don't. It's gonna break over time. That definitely is gonna break.
Well, the first ones, if they broke, you were in trouble because I took a test tube
Hmm.
stopper and shoved it in the bottom of it,
Yeah.
and I shoved a tip inside it, and it
Mm.
was one of those hook tips.
Yeah.
So I had to cut the hook tip to shove it inside, and it stayed there
Yeah.
with some glue and some more rubber tape.
Hmm.
But it lit up. It was pretty good. It was wicked heavy.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It
three
was, I
pounds.
was gonna say that was at least a couple pounds when you made your first ones, right?
Yeah, it was really bad. Although I did take it to a tree and whack it, baseballed it to see if the shoe would break, and it didn't break.
Well, I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
So,
If it caused breaking on a tree, whacking a tree, sorry.
but it's no good if they break.
Oh no.
So, and I was kind of frustrated, but eventually we get to the point where I made a special call list for them, and we get what we have now.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us, a little bit about the newer sticks? Because I know, definitely a lot has changed. I know there's a lot of different styles. The
Mhm.
weight's different. Maybe different overall with the screamers and stuff like that. If you want to
Yeah,
get more into that,
yeah. Well, we went from the stick that Scotty showed you is a fairly heavy stick. It's for like Star Wars nerds.
like me.
Yeah, like you and like me.
Yeah, like you.
But now that one weighs about 2 pounds. This one here is a telescopic one, and this is a 1500 lumen light up blind mobility cane that you can adjust it for your car. And the neat thing about this is this tip unscrews. This is Ambutech rolling marshmallow. And it unscrews, so it's kind of nice. You can replace it. But this one here is a handle that I designed. Most of them were lightsabers that I bought. I did the conversion thing. But this handle I designed is very lightweight and very slim. Now, this is an aluminum one. I only made 4 of these for special considerations as far as people promoting, like Scotty, president for the NFB of New Hampshire, has one. And I have one left. So I'm just saving that for maybe a Sam CV or someone like that who's been promoting me quite a bit. Nice guy.
Yeah.
But this one here has a personal alarm system on it. I'm going to play it for you, but I'm going to put my finger over it because it's very loud. Little quick one.
Oh.
But this personal alarm system is here for 2 reasons. We've had some people, ladies, that have been inappropriately touched or threatened, and your voice can only yell for so long,
Hmm.
where you get hoarse, and it's really not that loud. Like this is 135 decibels. It's 2 decibels less than a police siren.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
And this inside here is a waterproof tactical flashlight.
Hmm.
And that's what we use to light it up. Now this is 1500 lumens. Neat thing about this is, once I have it unscrewed, see that you can see the flashlight.
I mean, I can't see it, but yeah.
Well, neither can I. Tell you the truth, I can see when it's on. But this here, you just unscrew the top of it to recharge it. And the charging port is actually on the battery, Scott, which is really easy. You should know you have one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But I'm out and I burned through my battery because I played with it too much.
Well, of course. I
Or
mean, that's what you got to do, right?
or if we're out too long, right? If we're out for 8 hours or something,
Yeah.
Like when you usually go bowling, you have to keep going up and down the lanes. You have to find the pins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
you can just take out the batteries and throw two AA batteries from any corner store, like a Cumbies or wherever you can grab two AA batteries, drugstore, whatever, and you're back in business
Oh yeah.
until you get home.
Yeah, that's super nice. And it's very convenient too. Like a lot of these companies, some of these companies like the battery's built in, the battery, drains out over time, right?
You throw your stick
You have to
away.
throw the stick away, but with this, you can just either buy a new flashlight on Amazon, or put in AA batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's neat you said about the Amazon. If your flashlight dies, which hopefully it won't die for a long time, because everything wears out,
Oh yeah,
instead
definitely.
of sending it back to me, let's say most places in the country, if it's California, you have to send it back to me. It's $33 one way.
Hmm.
Then I had to send it back to you. That's $66. And then I have to buy the flashlight and then reinsert it. So then that's $27 on Amazon. You buy your own flashlight and you put it inside your stick and you're set.
Hmm.
And you can get it from anywhere in the world. You don't have to say America the only place that sells these. No, you go on Amazon, you buy them. These personal alarm systems, they're rechargeable. Imagine a waterproof rechargeable personal alarm system
I didn't even
that
know those existed until you told me about them because I knew about like those alarm systems. I know my sister had the one with the pin, and she
yeah,
had me mess with her, and she's like, "Here,
loose.
pull this for me." I'm like, "Okay, why?" And I did it, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're setting the thing off." And then she's like, "What is wrong with you?"
Can you imagine being blind having to put that pin back in?
That's horrible. Yeah,
These have buttons.
yeah,
The top button, you press it twice, it goes on. You hold the button, it goes off.
yeah.
There's another button here too. It's got a flashing button, so you can flash the light by hitting the bottom button, so it flashes red. Next time you hit it, it flashes blue, it flashes white, and
Hmm.
you touch it one more time and it goes off.
Yeah,
But the neat thing about this is $9 on Amazon.
yeah. That's
And it said,
impressive.
yeah, real expensive, right? You
Yeah,
broke it, your cousin stepped on it, the dog ate it or whatever,
yeah.
like your homework. And so you just pull it off this little Velcro strap,
Hmm.
unvelcro it, pull it out, throw it away, and get a new one. Get it back, put the Velcro strap back on it, and your business again. So it's kind of a nice setup.
So as we're talking about, safety and making things easier for people, why don't we talk about the one that's over here? I don't know if you want to show yours, but the one with the Bluetooth speaker, maybe?
Oh yeah, yeah. What is
Yeah.
that?
I mean, I have
Oh
mine
yeah.
over here. Come on.
Uh, So this one's kind of a neat one. Have you ever been like wanting to do GPS and you don't want to hold your phone in your hand to do it? This one here is a folding blind mobility cane because they yell at me when I say stick. Stick, by the way, is something from the 70s, and that's what we called them. They were called blind sticks back then because nobody yelled at us for calling them blind sticks. But this here is something neat. I said there's no way you can possibly make a fold out blind mobility cane that lights up. Too hard because you can't get tubes to do it with, and you can't figure out the math to do it with, and you can't make them replaceable tips. Guess what? Replaceable tip. And the thing about this is you can replace it yourself very easily once I get it back in the dang thing. But anyway, so what you do with this here is this the same setup? Nice white 1500 lumens. This, by the way, has three different light settings. Same thing, flashlight you can take out and get rid of, but this has got a Bluetooth speaker on it. Look at this. Bluetooth speaker, $26 on Amazon, rechargeable, 10 watts. This one is waterproof,
Yeah, that's
okay?
that's nice too.
Up to 30 minutes underwater. Same thing with the flashlight. So now with this, you connect it with your phone through GPS on your phone. So if you're using your phone, you set up, well, how many steps is it to get to Dunkin' Donuts? As long as you're not 15 miles away, it's not going to be too bad. But the thing about this is, by doing this, I can listen to music.
Hmm.
Not only can I listen to music, I do GPS on it. Um, I can do text.
Yeah.
Wicked easy to hear.
Anything, yeah, you can do on your phone, you can do that. And I think, with the technology that we have too, like,
Like
simply,
Star Wars music.
well, yeah, you can you can play Star Wars music, yeah. I was gonna say with any of the technology that we have, like the enhanced Siri, like it's gonna be super seamless and easy
Yeah.
to do. You have like an AI assistant on your cane.
What's that?
Not Star Wars.
No, that's not Star Wars.
I don't know. We'll
But
do
just I have 30 seconds I can do this for.
it.
Okay. I turned it off because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube.
Well, I think we're gonna get in trouble either way, unless it writes down the song. So
Well, it says you can have up to 15 to 30 seconds,
I think
but
that's what the.
that was a generic song. That wasn't a real song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
That's just a generic song I had. But anyway,
Uh,
so now you have a stick that folds. It folds back up. You put a rubber band around it. Kind of cool. But we had the same thing set up. Now we have the other thing. Now, if you're really into Star Wars, like I still am really into Star Wars, this is a fold up Star Wars stick. Nope. It's not the Star Wars stick, is it?
no.
Oh, no, it is. Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah, maybe.
yeah. But the thing is, this one here is kind of neat because you get the Star
What?
Wars music. Now listen to this. Most of them don't have this, but that's all I can do. Sorry. Okay, but check the colors out. Green, blue. Now, I can do this. I don't know if you can hear it, but now the stick is flashing. So if you have an emergency or you want to get across the street, you really want attention, hear that sound? That's it's flashing.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Now it's green, it's blue, it's orange, it's yellow. You can look at all these different colors, 16 colors.
The safe way to flash, right?
Oh man, you can flash and not get arrested
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
I love that.
I'm just thinking of NFP president or the convention. Now we can flash and not get in trouble.
Yeah, but
Uh,
this is kind of cool. The
yeah.
next one, I'll never join you. Yes. But anyways, on this mode, the light goes up and down the tube.
Yeah, that's
So it like slowly goes down the tube and comes back up. It's like almost like the light's breathing down the tube.
well, I kind of think of like when you ignite and detract the blade,
Yeah.
right? It's just doing it automatically for
Yep.
you.
Exactly. And
You
then
don't even have to press any buttons.
that's really cool. And you get back to rear standard, which is another two presses. It goes back to a solid. I'll
Yeah.
show you the dark side. Anyways, what's really cool about that is three presses,
hmm Mute it.
nothing. You
Yeah.
just have your colors. It's fun.
You can still look cool and stay safe, right?
I'm not annoying anybody either.
Yeah,
That's the kind
yeah,
of good
yeah.
thing.
That was like the biggest thing, like when I was at the school at first, like I think maybe I annoyed them a little bit, but it was really fun. You know what I mean? It was fun going around the hallways and stuff, doing that.
Yep.
You know, I remember I mentioned in my graduation speech the fact how we had a lot of inside jokes. Oh,
Lost it.
keep setting it off.
I don't know. Sorry about that.
But yeah, we had a lot of inside jokes. They'd call me, oh, like young Jedi or young Padawan and stuff like that.
I like how somebody stole it from you.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we had I was walking around with the Strider before I broke it. We were walking around with it, and I put it down. I think this was like the first day I met this RA, and I put it down next to me, and this was before actually. I'm walking in, he sees it, that thing's sick. I put it down next to me. He goes up next to me. He takes the cane. He's like, this thing's sick. And I'm like going back after I grab my food, I go grab the cane, and I'm like, wait a minute, where is it? And he's like, oh, sorry, I think I took it. So for anyone that went to the school, you guys know who I'm talking about. Honestly, I'm not complaining. I think it was just really funny. And then another RA, I let them play around with the stick to adjust it, and I made them think that they broke it. That was that was funny.
Mm.
That was yeah, but they
But
didn't.
it's still a lot of fun. These whole
Yeah,
things have been a lot of fun. But the whole idea is to bring light into the world.
yeah.
This world is kind of dark sometimes, and
Sometimes, yeah.
we need some light in the world, And the whole thing is it's a kind of an odd example of what our inner condition should be. We should have light inside us,
Mhm.
We should be thinking about other people. So hopefully this will keep somebody safe.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree. I know, I feel like I've made a lot of, connections in a way, with the Canes. I know, if you remember that Aaron guy when I did the Be My Eyes demo,
Yeah.
with him, he actually follows you on Instagram. He thinks your canes are pretty cool.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this thing's just sick. But yeah, he follows you on Instagram.
Oh, that's
He
good.
likes my posts and stuff. I mean, a lot of people do. I mean, because it's a very unique invention, you know. Like I never thought there would be a light up stick, you know,
Yeah,
in
neither did I
general.
as
I didn't know
before.
about it till yeah. But I mean, you have more than just the canes. I don't know if you want to, you know, explain that a little bit because I know there's you do more than just, you know, just blind canes.
Well, I make hiking sticks and I make canes for people who have leg mobility problems. If you think about it, being blind, we don't travel really fast, but people that have really bad legs and they're in parking lots across the street, they don't travel fast. And a lot of people don't realize, but they wear dark clothing.
Hmm.
That's what sighted people tell me anyway. And they can't see them in parking lots. The first time I used one of my canes, I was using a hiking stick, just walking around for fun. And I have dragon heads on some of them. I have wolf heads on some of them. And I was walking around, and somebody said, "I love your cane." You know, he called it a walking stick. And he said, I was in the parking lot, and I people walk behind me all the time, and I don't see them,
Hmm.
and I'm afraid I'm going to hit somebody. I saw you from across the parking lot. I wasn't even behind. You weren't even behind me, but I saw you like two rows over. He pulled up next to me to tell me this.
Hmm.
And I thought, that's really cool. He says, I wish more people had something that lit up. And he said, with the cane, it's really cool because he asked me about it. I said, well, all of them rechargeable, you know? And the idea of that is, who wants to keep buying batteries all the time, you know?
Yeah.
C-port charging now made things so much easier.
Not just that, but I love like wireless charging. You just put it like for example, my phone, just put it on the little charging pad and it charges. I would love like you know magnetic charging. You know that would be really cool
That's
in the
something I'm,
future. You
I'm
know,
looking at.
yeah.
The next cane that's like this ones that I make my own handles. I have found a magnetically charged flashlight. The problem is everyone that's magnetically charged, like this one is 2030 lumens. So think of if you could imagine a 150 or 200-watt light bulb,
Hmm.
very, very bright. In fact, I can't even turn the thing on all the way in this room when it's dark. It lights up the whole room. But I can't look at it because of the little sight I have. It takes it completely away. It's
Yeah.
like blinding.
I mean, I guess it's good for other people, right? Like if you know someone else is in here too, and you come in and
Yeah.
you know they're like, oh, you're here, but I mean it might be a little too much, you know, but it's still really cool.
The first lady I gave a stick to, because I give a lot away, but the first lady I made a walking stick for, she is 80 years old and she's all bent over using a cane. And I said, if we gave you a hiking stick, a walking stick, it would make you stand up straight. And when you're bent over, you're losing your balance a little bit anyway
Hmm.
because you're taking the center equilibrium away from you. So I gave her that, and so I saw her a couple of weeks later. She said, "Steve, you know what happened?" She said, "I got up in the middle of the night and I had to go to the bathroom, and I just grabbed the stick, and I didn't wake my husband up. I turned the stick on, in silent mode, and went to the bathroom. Then went in and got something to eat in the kitchen and went back to my room.
Yeah,
I didn't turn a light on the whole night. I thought, I was really impressed at how much it lit up.
yeah, that is pretty impressive.
So it's kind of fun, It's the whole idea is just to help people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when you look at things, we're here not for a long time. And
Hmm.
while we're here, we should be doing something that betters other people's lives as well as our own.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I know before I, you know, started doing YouTube and stuff, I mean, I, you know, started out with like, you know, accessibility testing and reaching out to companies and stuff like that. And then, you know, with the connections I've met, you know, like you and Sam, you know, you guys have kind of inspired me to broad that, you know, do YouTube
Mhm.
channel, do stuff like that, and then on top of it, you know, helping with the light swords, you know, I don't see these as, you know, cool light up sticks. I mean, yes, I do, but you know, you help people, but then on top of it, it's also, you know, in a way honoring my brother too, because I know
Mhm.
a lot of stuff he wanted to do, like, you know, graduating high school, he never got to do that, because, you know, he passed
That's
away.
before then, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he passed a little bit after when he
Would
was
you
like
like
20.
to do something to honor your brother right now?
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Okay, good.
Let's do it.
Put the helmet on. It was
Okay.
your brother's helmet. Come on, do it up.
That's gonna be so weird. All right, let's do it. It's gonna mess my mic up.
This is Scotty,
Ugh.
disciple of the light,
Oh, my
Joffrey.
glasses are stuck. Alright.
Anyways, we want to thank you for joining us today,
Yeah,
and I
thank
hope
you.
you had some fun. We had some
Yeah,
fun talking about this.
yeah, this is really fun. Thank you all so much.